and welcome to the daily newscast within the United Countries special by First Ukraine. You can find us at the frequencies available at our website, first2a.com. I am Victoria Zabiyan and thank you for joining us. 10 people wounded for the previous day. In the Donetsk region, enemy conducts the most intensive fire under the Pisky village. Neighbor village Opetne is also under the fire. On this direction, terrorists use all their arsenal, the spokesperson of ATO Andrei Lysenko reports. Also, settlements Leninsky and Druzhba were shelled. In Shirokino, terrorists fire with mortars of huge caliber. All night, Russian mercenaries fired with guns upon the Stanitsa Luhanska. The ATO headquarters also knows that terrorists concentrate heavy artillery at the front line.
Concentration of groups of enemies and their subdivisions on the line of separation, active actions of enemies' air intelligence can testify, first of all, the activization of offensive actions on the territory which is under control of Ukrainian government. We are ready to that, and we cannot conceal or violate this information because all forces which are sent to the front line by enemies must be monitored, and we have to make a conclusion about which forces and tools as Ukrainian side to have an opportunity to stop a military offensive of the aggressor.
In Donbass, neither Ukraine nor terrorists finished withdrawing of heavy armament. It was reported by the deputy head of OSCE mission in Ukraine, Alexander Haig. He assures that mission watches how Minsk agreements are executed by both sides. According to Mr. Haig, it is impossible to talk about the execution of Minsk agreements until the sides don't withdraw their armament. 4,000 people have to be evacuated from the ATO zone. This is the amount of people who are at the social institutions on the territories which are under the control of Ukraine, but too close to the front line. This is how this institution look like. Also, 550 orphaned children should be taken away from there. It was reported by the representative of Human Rights Ombudsman in Ukrainian Parliament, Yuri Belousov. Also, hundreds of prisoners are waiting for the evacuation. The biggest number of people who are in danger is in Mariupol.
Why do we speak about Mariupol? All say that it's an offensive goal object and that all enemy's forces are gathered there. We sent an official letter to the head of the regional administration. I don't say it about the Prime Minister. What do we ask for? Please solve those problems which we don't know. We speak about Mariupol. Here is the Mariupol City Council, the organization which is under control of Mariupol, not the regional state administration, and they put responsibility on each other.
Minsk agreements, economical and finance situation in Ukraine. These are the main topics for negotiations between President of Ukraine Petro Poroshenko and Chancellor of Germany Angela Merkel. Now Ukrainian President is with the visit in Germany. He called Merkel as great friend and right partner. In her turn, she promised support on the way to peace in Donbass.
Today, our negotiations with Chancellor will be devoted also to the Minsk process. We hope we will provide a progress. We will also discuss the result of the Chancellor's visit to Moscow. We are sure that there is no alternative to the Minsk agreements. An important subject for Ukraine is prisoner exchange. There is no progress in this question. Germany, together with France, will also do everything to get it. I spoke about Minsk agreements with Mr. Putin on Sunday, and we will work with this question. It's not easy, but Ukraine will get our backup on the way to peace, and Germany will give it to Ukraine.
And until President of Ukraine in Germany, Prime Minister went to Paris. They met a President of France, François Hollande. They discussed the violation of the ceasefire by terrorists and talked about the economy. They decided to organize an economical summit in Paris in autumn. Ukraine is interested in French investors and their involvement into privatization. They agreed also about help of French experts with fight with corruption in Ukraine. Minister of Finance of Ukraine reports about the difficulties with restructurization of external debts. Committee of Creditors of Ukraine refuses to disclose its composition. This fact makes the course of the talks more problematic, experts say. Restructurization of external debts change the schedule of their returning is one of the conditions to get the second tranche of credit from IMF. Let me recall that mission of the fund had begun its work yesterday.
The fact that the money lenders don't give the information about beneficiaries is a question of honor and conscience of those people who put claims to Ukraine. The Ministry of Finance leads negotiations with shareholders' agents, and that means additional mediators in gaining belief and getting decision.
348 new cars had come to car fleet of Ukrainian police. They had been passed to government of Japan within the Kyoto Protocol, international document about the limitation of the greenhouse gas emissions. The limit is different for countries. Ukraine does not use its quota and sell the rest to Japan. Japan cars with hybrid engines. They are not equipped yet. Now they have only flashers and portable radio sets. In addition, very soon, in special pad will be installed to every petrol car. Minister of Internal Affairs Arsen Avakov says that passing of the cars is continuing together with Ministry of Internal Affairs reform. According to him, there are some changes in packages of reforms which were proposed by MPs and NGOs.
We got away all contradictory norms. I think that this package which we offer today will be adopted on the first reading in the Parliament, and it will be developed at the beginning of June. We will have good laws, and we will have new police on our streets at the end of June, beginning of July.
Continues to work together with the Minister Avakov in his anti-corruption campaigns, as well as aiding in further development of professionalism within the police force and the Ministry of Interior.
It was the United Country newscast by First Ukraine. You can find more details at our website, firstua.com. Victoria Zabiyan was working for you in the studio. Wish you only good news. Take care and goodbye.